All right, boys and girls, we're back. We're so back. We're here. I'm here. Hello. 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 Oh, bio. Kisses for bio. Bio asks. Bio receives. He's more of a taker than a giver. Oh, you can still hear my Nioh sounds. It's probably like the weirdest mix ever. My bad. My bad. There's like the epic Nioh music. I was wondering why it was so loud. That's crazy. Bio takes it in the ass. That's crazy. Did I just read that properly? You take it in the ass. Soda name. It's only in. What's up? What's up, Bio? How are you, dude? How's the Zelda treating you? I hope Zelda's treating you all right, brother. I hope you're enjoying the Zelda. I hope Zelda's good to you. I hope she's been treating you with the good. I do want to try something with the game real quick. I'm hoping the things I changed with the game do basically mean things will be better. I did do a little bit of changing. Oh yeah, I think I can change everything. This is great. So I'm gonna try. Try like this, I think. All right, I'm gonna try something different. True embodiment of hunger. You have a question? I have a hard time answering questions. About to enter the last dungeon? Really? Are you doing it early, or are you just doing it like normally? Like, what type of route are you playing? Is it just like the normal route, or is it like a different route? Because like you can enter the final dungeon in that game without like doing anything almost. Like I don't even think you have to do the first dungeon to enter the final dungeon. Zelda 1 is wild if you really think about it. I think you might have to do 1 or 2 dungeons like without cheating, right? But I think the normal route, you did all the dungeons. Yeah, that's the normal route then. Because there are skippable dungeons, and you can do most of the dungeons in almost any order. I think the only ones... There's the one with the raft and the one with the bridge. Those are the 2 dungeons you can't do out of order specifically, but other than that, you can do it. You can do that game in almost any order if you know what you're doing. It's pretty cool. I love Zelda 1. It's super fun, and the more you mess around with it, the cooler it gets. One of my favorite games of all time, easily. Especially for like a period, for a game of its time. Yeah. Zelda 1 is super sick. I feel like I scared the guy out. Dude, I'm just like, dude, I don't answer questions. I suck at them. Hey, I have a question. You asked your question. Move on. Can I ask a question? Oh, no. Can you? Will you? Such a fucking troll, dude. I don't care. I know it pisses people off. Is what I do. I'm here to piss a specific crowd of people off all the time. So I'm gonna try something different with the Nioh sounds and see what happens. So give me a second while we test that a little bit, okay? I think this is exactly how I want to do it, okay? I think this will come off as pretty based. I need to make it a little bit louder, actually. I'm ready. It's crazy to think how open world this game is. It's very pixelated Elden Ring to a degree. No, it's like it's an insane product of the era. There are a couple of games from around that time, like I think Sid Meier's Pirates as well, that stand out as games that are just well beyond. Like they're so far beyond like what anybody was making at the time. It's like Sid Meier's Pirates, Sid Meier's Civilization 1, Legend of Zelda 1, even Metroid. Like Metroid, the first Metroid is like so far and beyond like so many games that were made, like that were being made in that like era specifically. It's kind of crazy. Like the more I think about it, like some of those games just, how did they exist, right? It's crazy. They're so cool. Where'd I put my vertical canvas? Did I just like delete it? Let's go. Then you're wondering if this is where Metroid got its ideas from, and it's actually that. I'm not actually sure. Was it really? Google says that. Google likes to say that, but I don't actually think that's correct. Like, I know Castlevania was, especially Symphony of the Night, right? And onwards. Like, they've heavily, you know, quoted that, but I actually am not sure. I don't think so. Or, like, not directly known. Like, I think that's something a lot of people like to say. But I don't actually think it's inspired by it at all. Saw it in the wiki while you were checking out the release date. It said something they combined with the Mario exploration in Zelda. What I'm looking at in the wiki, it says none of that. Yeah, what I'm looking at in the wiki, it doesn't say any of that. I think that's a common misnomer, that's all. Cause like I'm pretty sure there are interviews or something where the person, like the main director or like producer, is like says it's there. I'm looking at the wiki right now. I'm literally looking at the wiki right now. You could send it to me, but like I'm literally looking at it right now. Literally looked up Zelda in the wiki. And it says right here, it says, oh, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the feature best describing it as a combination of Super Mario Bros. Platformer and this, right? So 2 years of that, but it doesn't say inspired by it. It says that that is the best, you know, explanation of it. There's the Metroid wiki. I'm looking at Wikipedia. I can check the Metroid wiki too, but I don't really fully think usually when it comes to okay, no, just more Nintendo wikis. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a interview with the guy where he says they weren't inspired by Zelda. That's all. Yeah, this wiki doesn't say anything about Zelda. Okay. Metroid combines it, but it doesn't really say it's inspired by it. Like, I'm pretty sure they weren't inspired by it specifically. I could be wrong, but I don't really base my information off of wiki stuff. What games inspired Metroid? Hi, Psycho. How are you? NTE is fun, but stutter. What is NTE? Like, it's very inspired by Alien. I know that. Like, obviously. This is like just a video that I fucking hate AI. I have to do a lot of like researching because I know 1000% sure like Symphony of the Night quoted like being like, oh, I was inspired by Zelda. That's cool, but like I don't actually know if Metroid was like that or not. And, like every post I find is like, oh yes, the only thing that came up is like this YouTube video, which could be totally wrong, by the way. You know, like I have to go into finding interviews and stuff like that, right? This scene might have inspired this scene. Metroid 4 Beyond posting. That's great. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Neverness to Everness. Is that the new thing? Could be the best assumption. Then it's pretty close considering you... Yeah, no, the games are very like close in terms of like ideas that they share. I'm just not sure they were inspired by it, right? With such a close like such a close time period, right? Because The Legend of Zelda released in what? The original Legend of Zelda, right? Released in 86, right? I'm pretty sure the like first one. And then so did Metroid. Metroid also released in 86. Which like games don't take as long to produce nowadays. But it would be really weird to be like, oh, I played Zelda and I was like, dude, I just gotta make Metroid. And like I pumped out Metroid in like 3 months, right? Like, huh? Video games were a lot faster to make back then, but damn, I don't think that was like the full thing. I'm not sure if they were inspired by Zelda like that. Because like they literally came out like within what, a couple months of each other, I'm pretty sure. Release date for the original, yeah. 86, February 2021 for Zelda. Then Metroid release date. Yeah, released what, 6 months after? 6 months after that? I don't know. Released 6 months after the original Legend of Zelda. They might have like worked together, but I don't really think Zelda inspired it. And I don't know if there's an interview with the guy saying it. You might have to look into interviews with him if you're going to go that far. I do know for Symphony of the Night that's actually a thing though. Like Koji Igarashi like definitely says his Castlevania games are inspired by Legend of Zelda, specifically Link to the Past a lot more. But I don't know about Metroid. And everything I'm looking up right now, it's not really... It's coming up with, like, either AI responses or, like, YouTube videos of a guy saying it, not, like, an interview or something that's, like, actually, like, you know, something that's actually, like, canon. It's coming up with, like, a lot of, like, AI stuff or wiki... It's, like, there's one wiki post that says it kind of vaguely says it might be inspired by it, but I kind of don't really dig that. It does say the game kind of takes the ideas together, which I don't think that's inspired. I think that's kind of like cross development kind of stuff. Because like when you develop in a studio with other people, you kind of like, you know, you bring ideas back and forth with each other, but you don't like necessarily commit to like the idea of like being inspired by a game. You're still like doing your own idea, right? But at the end of the day, it is still similar, right? Like I'm not debating it's not similar. I'm just saying that, you know, inspiration's a weird thing. Some games will inspire you, some games won't when you're like developing stuff. And I'm too autistic over here. I'm like, I need the things. I want all the information. What is this neverness? Before I get into the game, neverness to everness. Okay, what is this? Is that gacha game you're talking about? Is this the... Oh, is this the GTA game? We got anime GTA before... We got Genshin GTA before we got GTA 6. With titties. Yeah, I think this is the Genshin GTA. Like, I don't know. I'm too much of a... I don't fucking care type of vibe, you know? Let me mute Nioh so I can hear this game, okay?
I guess the more you stare at its core,
I hate English voice acting in these games. Fuck.
Surprisingly fragile.
It's been over a dozen songs. Can't you switch to a quieter channel?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just like GTA, right? But it's like Genshin characters with more boobs. Okay. It's like a 12-minute video.
Who's that?
This is what the gameplay is like, guys. Tiny skirts, thick thighs. Oh, not really thick thighs. They're kind of like chicken thighs. Chicken thighs, short skirts, booty. Okay, I'm in. I'm playing this game now. I'll see you guys later. We're playing this one now. Today's stream. Oh, you guys saw that? I'm in. I'm so in. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sold. I'm in. It looks kind of fun, but I don't really usually care for these types of gacha games. And it looks like the gameplay that every single one of these games have, right? So I'm not really too interested. I've already played Woo-Wah. I don't really care that much, I'll be honest. When it comes to like these types of games. They're cool. They're something to play, but maybe I will, maybe I won't, but probably not on Strum. Alright though, but now that we've done all the yapping, what's up YouTube? We're back at it again with Nioh Threats, and we are currently somewhere in the video games doing something. I don't remember exactly what we were doing, but we are definitely doing a thing. Something being the thing that we're doing. It's a paranormal sci-fi, but isn't it like GTA, right? Like I remember seeing a lot of the ads, right? Isn't it like a Grand Theft Auto game? Or is it just themed like a paranormal sci-fi version of those? Every other gacha game now that's 3D. Oh my lord. Oh, that looks scary over there. Whatever's going on there, someone's smoking it up. Hi, Scrumpus. Give him the Scrump ball. He's pleased. Give me your soul core. Thank you, great Scrumpus. Will the great Scrumpus scrumple up with me? What is this guy? Why are you shadowy, man? Oh, that's my brother. Tagetsuya. Tagetsuya. That's cool. We did a lot of stuff. We haven't fought any really big bosses yet, though, it seems, but we have just been doing a lot of things. I'm gonna give up a lot of... I did want to go through and do my armor real quick. So I'm gonna see what we have. Yeah, we have some better switchglaives to try. We probably should swap over at this point. Life Drain sounds really sick. Increases my key. That's good. I like key being up. Yeah, it's hard to like ignore doing higher damage on things right now. I do think this is probably my best bow though, just because that bullseye bonus is real. Oh, it's not actually that crazy. Yeah, I think we'll just use the Wisteria bow that we have. What are we currently... I wanted to craft armor, right? Before we get too crazy, let's go craft some armor. I did fully re-download my graphics drivers. I'm I saw
Irasshai.
that when I was looking through people were
So.
recommending that, so I wanted to try that and see. Hopefully that will work. I seem to remember there was always something at my side before. Now, who was it? I feel like they weren't just anyone. They must have liked smithing too, since they were always like me. Surely I'll meet them again if I keep on smithing, surely.